Usually, drones coming close to an active airfield would be a huge concern to pilots. But on a cold and wet day earlier this month, drone operators got the chance to get airborne at Compton Abbas Airfield, and it was part of an event organised by the CAA. The Share the Air event aimed to bring the worlds of drones together with manned aviation. BALPA was there to represent pilots, to share knowledge, and to meet drone users face to face.
Any event that promotes safety in aviation is something that BALPA would fully support, but it's really good to come here today to see the initiative being taken to bring drone operators and users and pilots into the room, and it's really impressive to see how high in the list of priorities safety is, because we know it should be at the top.
Pilots are understandably concerned about the rise in near misses involving drones. Research carried out by BALPA, the government and the Military Aviation Authority showed that a collision with even a fairly small drone caused damage to the windscreens and helicopter rotor blades that could have catastrophic consequences. Pilots can see the huge potential of drones both commercially and recreationally, but they must be flown safely, and this event was a chance to speak to drone operators and to educate them on the rules of the air.
Well, I mean, I've got a drone, so I wanted to know how to fly it responsibly. I'm not stupid, I know, where not to fly it, but I just want to know legally where I can and where I can't.
I fly a Tiger Moth, for example, and as illustrated before, one of these drones can take me down at a moment's notice, basically. So we're keen to find out, basically, the lineage between the two.
That little flyer you get is handy, that they get the brief guidelines, but some people just, like everything, don't look at instructions, don't look at things, or just chuck it to one side, they just want to get the drone out and fly it and not think about the safety aspects of things, which is more people need to be aware of, really.
What do you think about the idea of registration?
I think it's a great idea, yeah.
People like myself, from a commercial perspective, we don't want to find we've got competitors who haven't paid and gone through the training and offering the quality. We've got the insurance, etc. But for let's say the majority of people, probably private residents, my kids, for example, could get something this Christmas. You've got to look after yourself and look after others, and I think that's the best way to go through registration and training.
There is still a fair amount of work to be done to ensure drones don't pose a threat, and BALPA continues to press the government for details of its planned registration scheme. But events like this are a great step forward, offering a chance to share experiences, influence future drone operators and pilots.
And one thing that's gone down really interestingly is that bridge that we've crossed regarding considering drone operators as pilots. And they go, really? I go, yeah, absolutely. We're sharing the air, you're doing a great job, and we all believe we've got a very similar agenda, i.e. effective regulation, safety, enforcement and training.
With the new regulations that the government have promised us, we've still got to hold into account, make sure they do put this compulsory registration in and the compulsory training. So we've got to keep pushing. But yeah, I do feel that we really are beginning to get somewhere, and seeing the number of people here today, at least 100 people, if we can empower them to go out and say, actually, safety is the highest priority. So if they see their colleagues operating in a way they shouldn't be, they can take them aside and say, do you know what, you're not only breaking the rules, but you're causing a safety hazard. So yeah, it's got to be a good thing, and we're moving in the right direction. Still a lot of work to do though.
No matter what you're flying, an aircraft, helicopter or drone, for BALPA the key is to make sure every flight is a safe flight.